So in the overnight session, sellers were active at the 56.14 quarter to 24 quarter resistance, which has now been adjusted to 56.14 to 24, and we'll be using that as the intraday bull bear zone today. So that means that as long as ES is holding below 56.14 to 24, there's still potential for the recent bearishness to remain in play. And in the event that we get a successful breakout where the market breaks and then holds above 56.14 to 24, that would serve as an intraday bullish indication. And on the day time frame, buyers can be in control above 56.24, but only so long as they can hold ES above 56.14 to 24. Now, ahead of that, we have the pre-market resistance zone at 56.0775 to 1275. And if the market is weak and we're going to eventually make a downside move, then ES may even hold below pre-market resistance, but the zone that really matters is 56.14 to 24. On the downside, we have aggressive support at 55.85 to 94, and a breakdown below that area would be a sign of weakness, which can result in a test of yesterday's RTH low at the initial support zone at 55.70 quarter to 78.75, where buyers may be active, but if ES is selling off on broad market weakness and sustained downside momentum, then we have to remember that on the larger time frame, sellers can maintain control below 56.14 to 24, and if the real-time situation is looking bearish as well, then initial support would be prone to failure, and ES could break below that zone, and that would then serve as an intraday bearish indication and open the door for a test of the 55.52.5 to 61.5 area, as well as 55.40 to 50, which is the bias confirming zone. So buyers are more likely to be active there on first test, and we will need to see signs of initiative selling in order for the market to put in a sustainable breakdown below 55.40 to 50. Now, if the market is running on average volume, then we may only see a move down into 55.40 to 50, or perhaps 55.30 to 36, and then from there ES could start to balance yet again. And looking at the econ calendar, we have the existing home sales number out at 9 a.m. Central Time, and then we have Google reporting earnings after the close. So that's another reason that even if we get a downside move, ES may hold the 55.30 to 36 area, or even 55.40 to 50. On the upside, a break and hold above initial resistance would serve as an intraday bullish indication, and as long as that breakout is happening on broad market strength and sustained upside momentum, with NQ also taking out yesterday's high, we can get upside range expansion into 56.29.5 to 33.5, as well as 56.37.75 to 46.75, where sellers can be active on first test, and the higher the market pushes, the better the odds of sellers stepping in. And on the upside, the 56.55.5 to 65.5 is a better area of resistance, and sellers are more likely to be active there. And then 56.69 quarter to 78.75 marks the range exhaustion zone, so sellers are likely to be active there as well. And in the event of a breakout above initial resistance, the main thing that we're going to have to watch out for is whether it's a successful breakout or whether it turns into a false breakout attempt, because we know that in a bearish environment, breakouts can have a tendency to fail, and since the short-term bias continues to be neutral bearish, if the market breaks out on a lack of upside momentum or without the Nasdaq participating in the upside move, then the breakout would be suspect. So at the very minimum, we need to exercise caution on a breakout above initial resistance. And again, the main thing is going to be whether the market is breaking and then holding above that zone and putting in a sustainable breakout, or does it turn into a false breakout pattern, which is bearish. And in the event that the market puts in a failed or false breakout above 56.14 and 24, then that would be a bearish pattern, and the market could come right back down into the aggressive and initial support, and possibly even lower. So that is the market context and plan heading into the open. Let's see how the real-time situation shapes up and how the market behaves at the pre-market and initial resistance zone, as well as the aggressive and initial support. That's going to help set the bias and tone on the day, and we'll take it from there.